When I was younger, I went on a lot of plane trips. We had a yearly visit to family in Indiana, which is partway across the country. And so, just that early introduction to flying and how everything worked was really interesting to me. Um, Originally, what I thought I would go into was becoming a pilot. I wanted to join the Coast Guard and become a helicopter pilot, which is kind of weird or different from what I'm doing now with engineering here at UC Merced. But I still feel like being able to understand how to build planes and how they work will be beneficial, and I can still pursue being a pilot as a hobby instead of a profession. I really wanted a way to apply what I was learning in the classroom, and when I went to Bobcat Day, this was one of the clubs that jumped out to me. I was interested in helicopters, and airplanes aren't that big of a leap. And they're like, yeah, we're all about aerospace, and you should come check us out. And from then on, I was hooked. The person I met at Bobcat Day, his name was Luke Kostrikin. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. And so he was my first introduction, but the person, or one of his friends named Jarrett, was the person who really got me into it. He was actually the person who gave me a ride from campus to the Mesa Lab every week on Fridays, and whenever we had meetings. He was always super supportive. I was able to ask him about, he was a junior at the time. I was able to ask him about his advice about college life and studying and how to succeed in engineering. It's not necessarily a moment, but I really enjoyed our road trip to the competition in Arizona. It was just, when I got to know the people on the team a little bit better. We would kind of not race, but kind of talk to each other over walkie-talkies in different cars and be like, haha, we passed you, things like that. It was a good time. Definitely the people, we're engineers, not very social, or at least most of us aren't, and having this weekly thing to go to and have a bunch of people, like-minded people who are interested in something that you're interested in is valuable. In the very beginning, I joined Design Build Fly, and my first year I was just kind of learning the ropes, kind of seeing where I fit in. I helped a bit with the CAD, but there were people that were far better at it than I was, but still they were able to teach me some things, and I was able to take that going forward to kind of learn CAD on my own. These past 2 years I've been in the aerodynamics team, where we do the initial calculations, make sure our plane will be able to take off, tell the CAD team what size wingspan and chord we need, how far our tail needs, or how big our tail needs to be, how far away it needs to be from the center of gravity, those sorts of things. My vision for AIAA in the future is, I want everyone to get the most that they can out of it. Whatever you're looking for when you come join this club, I hope you find it here and you're able to go on and do amazing things while you're here and once you graduate. You need to be willing to dedicate yourself to this project, or to this club, to get the most out of it. It's not something where you can just show up and expect everything to be handed to you. You gotta take some initiative, and I'm still searching for a job, but I would like to join one of the major aerospace companies. My preference would be Lockheed Martin currently. Close second is Northrop, and some other like NASA and SpaceX for space companies would be interesting. I really want to get my pilot's license. After I spend some time in the industry and get some savings, I'm going to start that process. In the future, I hope to own my own plane as a private pilot and be able to do some adventures with that. Would be pretty cool. This is by far the best engineering organization on campus, and we need to keep that legacy and keep it growing, do bigger, better things, and I know you guys will. So proud of everyone, not just the DBF team, not just, you know, my friends that I know here, but everyone that's part of this club.